Two categories of people are under the curse of God. La'anallahu rashi wal murtashi. So these two categories of people are which people? That is those who give bribe and those who collect. God Almighty has caused giver and the collector. Whosoever that give bribe or whosoever that collect, these two categories of people are under the curse of God. But if you force someone to give you bribe by force, that is against his wish. You who force him and collect the bribe, you are under the curse of God. The person who you force and collect bribe from him, he is not under the curse of God. Why? Because now you can do for nothing. Because you force him. He give you against his wish, so it's not under the curse. You who collect, you are under the curse of Allah. So how many soldiers are under the curse of God according to this hadith today? How many police are under God Almighty curse? How many government agencies are under the curse of Allah? You see? So that is the implication of collecting bribe. So try your best and make sure as a soldier till you leave this job, you never even come across of bribe totally in your mind. Neither you are a soldier or police. In one hadith, in Arba'una hadith, if I did not forget the number of hadith, I think hadith number 16 or 18, the Prophet of Islam said, Inna Allah ta'ala tayyibun la yaqbalu illa tayyiban. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was holy, la yaqbalu illa tayyiban, and he accepts not except from holy people. What is the meaning of this hadith? Allah is telling you that Allah is holy, meaning if you use bribe money or if you collect money from or if you collect bribe and use that particular money and sew cloth and use that particular cloth and pray or and perform prayer or and perform any type of ibadah, Allah will not accept your ibadah. Why? Inna Allah ta'ala tayyibun. Allah is holy, la yaqbalu illa tayyiban. He accepts only from holy people. Why? Because the root or the genesis of the money, the source, is not from halal. So if you use that money and so called and pray, Allah will not accept your prayer. That is it. If you use that particular money and go to Hajj, Allah will not accept your pilgrimage. Inna awwala bayta wudi alin nasi alladhi bi bakkata mubaraka wa hudan lil alamin fihi ayatun bayyinatun maqamu ibrahim wa man dakala fa kana amina walillahi ala nasi hijjul bayti man istata ilayhi wa man kafara fa inna allaha ghaniyun 'anil alamin. Allah says, I Almighty God have assigned to each and every Muslim to visit that particular house of Kaaba. If God Almighty offer you do what Allah you well. So no matter you have a money, if you use haram money and go to visit that house of Kaaba, Allah will not give you any reward. By the time that you say labbaika, the angel of God will respond to la labbaika, meaning Allah did not accept your call. Why? Because you use haram money and perform and do the ibadat. That is the implication of bribe. A verse in Surah Al-Ma'idah, Quran chapter 5 verse 27, Allah says, Inna ma yataqabbalu Allahu minal muttaqin. Inna ma yataqabbalu Allahu minal muttaqin. Allah accept only from those who are holy. Allah accept only from holy people. If you are not holy, Allah will not accept your ibadat. You have to purify yourself and the clothes that you are going to wear in order to perform what? Any ibadat. A verse in Surah Al-Baqarah, Quran chapter 2 verse 167, Allah said, Ya ayyuhan nasu o yuman kulu mimma fil ardi halalan tayyiba wa la tattabi'u khutuwati shaytan innahu lakum aduwwun mubin. Allah says, Ya ayyuhan nasu o yuman kulu mimma fil ardi, eat halal on earth. Don't eat haram. Eat lawful thing. Don't ever eat lawful thing. Unlawful thing. Wa la tattabi'u khutuwati shaytan, follow not the way of Satan. Inna shaytana, Satan lakum to you aduwwun, was a plain enemy to you. Allah said, fattakizuhu aduwwa. Take him and treat him as your enemy. You see, so that is the implication of collecting bribe. Another hadith, the Rasul, Prophet of Islam says, Innakum tatawakkaluna ala Allah haqqata wa kulihi. The Prophet of Islam says, Innakum tatawakkaluna ala Allah haqqata wa kulihi. If all of you will humble yourself and defend in Allah, just to believe whatever you have, it is God Almighty that gives you. And if God Almighty did not offer those wealth to you, there is no way that that particular thing will come to you if you believe in that. La yarzuqukum kama yarzuqa at-tayra. Meaning, God Almighty will offer you, or Allah will feed you, or Allah will give you by the way that you perceive not. And Allah also do what? As Allah also offer or open way for bed by the way that they perceive not. You see, like bed now, any type of bed or any type of animal, you see, animal will never keep food against tomorrow, against next tomorrow. Only human being avoid by that or do that. Any type of animal will eat today, go sleep, and tomorrow wake up in the morning, go to the assembly. Allah will also give that particular animal what to eat in that very way, because the defender, Allah will always give them. So that is our problem. We didn't submit ourselves, we didn't humble ourselves, we didn't defend, we didn't believe that only God Almighty can do or can do, or only God Almighty can give. That is the problem that we have. So that is the